Hey everybody, movie fan Z here. So I just got finished watching 2020's One Night in Miami. So this movie is directed by the actress Regina King. I believe this is her directorial debut. And the screenplay is by Kemp Powers. And the reason I mention him is because this movie is actually based off a stage play that he did in 2013 with the same name. And the rest of the cast includes you have Kingsley Ben Adir from the OA. He plays Malcolm X. You have Eli Gorey playing Cassius Clay, who he was Dave Albrillin in 2016's Race. You have Aldous Hodge, who plays Jim Brown, and he's probably one of the more successful actors in this. He was MC Ren in Straight Outta Compton. He was in the movie Hidden Figures, and he had somewhat of a big role in the first season of Friday Night Lights. And then you have Sam Cooke, played by Leslie Odom Jr., who was Aaron Burr in Hamilton. So this movie is a fictionalized account of the night of February 25th, 1964. And the big thing that happened in this is that Cassius Clay beat Sonny Liston, who was undefeated, to become the champ, the heavyweight champion. But so basically, a good portion of this movie takes place in a hotel room where the four figures that I talked about have conversations about what their roles are when it pertains to the civil rights movement. And there's some that are more vocal than others, but I feel like they all are given time to be like the center person. And there's a big decision that involves Malcolm X and Cassius Clay. There's talk about, like I said, the roles of Jim Brown and Sam Cooke. But let's get on to the ratings. The lowest it has is a 7.1 on IMDb, and then it has an 83 on Metacritic, and all the way up to a 98 critic score on Rotten Tomatoes. Did have 3 Oscar nominations at the 2021 Oscars. Didn't win any, but original song for "Speak Now" by Leslie Odom Jr., which lost to "Fight for You" from Her from Judas and the Black Messiah. Leslie Odom Jr. was nominated for actor in a supporting role, but he lost to Daniel Kaluuya. And it was nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay, but that lost to The Father. Now, let's get to thumbs up and thumbs down. The one main thumbs down that I have is kind of the story. Like, it was a big, thing that they were talking about. That was the big focus. But I feel like in a way, it needed a little bit more of a kick. It's like, it was powerful, but, it could have been a little bit more. So it's going to get a little ding for that. And that's, kind of the main thing. But as far as thumbs up goes, I think the 4 main cast is really good. I feel like Sam Cooke, Leslie Odom Jr., I understand why he got the nomination, because I feel like he's definitely the standout in this, even though kind of like the leader is Malcolm X, but I feel like Sam Cooke is the best part of it. And I also feel like there's a great scene with Jim Brown and Malcolm X, where I feel like Jim Brown kind of hovers over him a little bit, but I still think it's a great scene. So overall, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. I still think it's a very good movie. There's just the one small thing that I would say, but overall, really good movie. And that is my review for One Night in Miami. Come back next time for another review. This is Movie Fan Z signing off. Have a good night.